Good morning, people. How are you all doing? Hope everyone is doing good and everybody is smelling good as well. So, it's one of those not so cool mornings. I went for a walk and stuff. Wasn't a very good experience today. I don't know, for some reason I got dehydrated or whatnot. Anyway, I went with today's scent of the day is Lacoste Essential. Went with 8 sprays of this, literally disappeared in 30 minutes. So, probably not. I was thinking just for sport or some walk or something, it would be okay. It smells nice. Green apple, vetiver, grass, kind of nice sporty light scent. So today, as you can see, I'm gonna review one of the John Varvatos house, and one of the fragrances from there is Artisan Acqua. All right, this is a gift from my sister. Last time I visited Manchester, yeah, this was one of the gifts that she gave me. Came in a, I think it's a gift pack. It was, I didn't have the box with me. I think that those box was there, but I kind of threw it away because it was huge. So yeah, pretty cool concept and everything. So I'll discuss as I go. All right. So basically, this house, John Varvatos house, it's kind of very it's an American house, and then a little bit of history of this house is this house was established in 1999, and they cater for men's and women's belts, handbags, footwear, eyewear, watches, and fragrances, basically. Yeah. So this guy actually was part of two other brands initially before his own brand. It was House of CK, Calvin Klein, and then the Polo Ralph Lauren. So he worked with those houses before. So I'm gonna talk about a little bit of this house because this house is not that well known, I feel. And for this particular fragrance, I just found 2 to 3 reviews only. All right. So I want to talk a little bit detail about this very interesting sort of fragrance. Okay. So the year this was introduced, I think it was 2013. This particular fragrance came out. All right. And I think this is a flanker for the John Varvatos Artisan. So Artisan has a lot of flankers. So this was one of them. All right. And then this one is EDT concentration, because I have my notes here. Lot of details in this. And then it's classified as aromatic, fresh, and spicy. All right. So the bottle sizes for this fragrance, I think there is 75 ml, and this is the 125 ml, the big bottle. All right. And let me show you the presentation, because since I don't have the box I'll put it in the intro, as you will see, and then you can see how the box looks like. So kind of very cool looking presentation. All right. This has a lot of details, very vintage sort of 50s 70s, that kind of, it feels like 50s or 70s old things, dusty old things, that sort of feel. Very classic, elegant. The cap, you can see the cap has the details on it, the John Varvatos Artisan. And then the sprayer is here. Sprayer is all right. And even the attention to details inside, I think they have John Varvatos Artisan is written there. And then this one is very heavy cap, by the way. It's like metal cap. And then you can see there's a sort of like a metal there. You can hear the sound. It's metallic, right? Pretty cool. And the top, it's a bit greenish. I thought at first it got rust and stuff, but it's not. So it has like a bit greenish feel to it. I guess the idea of giving it is that this fragrance is gonna be a little bit of green, bit of sort of like herbal, that kind of a fragrance. Okay. And then this one, the badge also has some John Varvatos Artisan Acqua and whatnot, and green feel to it. It's tied with a sort of like a leather, what do you call, string, and the whole bottle is covered with this string, hand stitched strings. All right, pretty cool. If you look at it, it looks pretty nice and feels pretty secure because it's not slippery, so it has very good grip on it, despite being a big bottle, easy to handle. All right, and then at the back, it goes like pretty much everywhere. Okay, pretty cool looking bottle, and the juice is a little bit inside. I think it's a bit bluish, light bluish. All right, and bottom you get some of your information. So yeah, let me show you the sprayer actually. See, it sprays kind of decent. So 7, I can smell it. It's pretty nice. All right. So basically this fragrance, right, this fragrance is actually intended for summer days, I think, because it's aqua, the name aqua, automatically you think summer days and stuff, but I think this one is suited also for spring days. It will be perfect. Scent strength to this is like medium to moderate, that's sort of a, not that strong. All right. And then I think this one, the ideal time to wear this in the daytime. Nighttime, I don't think, it doesn't give you the vibe of nighttime wear. Okay. So yeah, I don't wear so much of it, but it's pretty much here once in a while, from time to time, if I in a mood for it. Yeah, I wear this. Okay. So I think the age for this fragrance, all right, I think this age would be age appropriate, would be anyone can wear any fragrance basically. But I think to me this one is a bit more mature side because of the herbal notes, green notes, and bit of this other notes that's enlisted. I don't know half of the notes what they are, all right. But then I'll try to tell you what I get from this, all right. So this one I think 25 and up, that sort of a crowd can appreciate this fragrance. It's a bit more mature side, okay, manly man and serious. And then the notes, okay, let's hit the notes for John Varvatos Artisan Acqua. The notes are shitload of notes, by the way. It goes like mandarin orange, pomelo, mastic, galbanum, angelica. I told you most of them I don't know what they are. Basil, yeah, basil I know. I cook with basil. Yeah, clary sage, Toscano. I don't know what that is. God, good lord. Coriander, yeah, coriander I know. Good. Um, what else? Geranium, lavender, lavender. One of the highlights for this fragrance. Uh, Palmarosa, my good lord, I'm having difficult time. My jaws hurt. Jasmine, then fir raisin, musk, patchouli, and pepper. Okay, pepper was not enlisted. I wrote down pepper because I get pepper from this. All right. So similar to this fragrance, where does it? If you want to know like similar bottles, I think a little bit of platinum egoist somewhere because the green, the herbal feel, as well as I think declaration, Cartier declaration. All right, platinum egoist from Chanel, Cartier declaration. They're kind of similar to this, and a lot of the Burberry's house. So basically, let's talk about the fragrance now. All right, what does it smell like? What does it give me? Okay, this fragrance, the it's not like everybody's cup of tea. Their house, the kind of fragrance they produce. All right, let me tell you a few other fragrances they have. Some of them are artisan, the original of this. All of them have similar kind of bottle, by the way, but then very interesting presentation. They have black and there's some leather touch to it. Very cool looking bottles. The presentation is top notch. I give 10 out of 10 for presentation. All right. So they also have platinum edition, which one is very okay. Vintage, dark rebel, then artisan black, then there's a wood version, there's artisan blue, and few other, plenty other flankers. So basically their house focuses on fragrances like for men, sort of like their fragrance more on the very strong opening of far, like leather, booziness, like licorice, that sort of fragrances. This one is not. This one doesn't have that leather accord and all that, but the spiciness is there. All right. So on the opening blast, let me show you the spray. You hear the sound. Did you hear that? It's like a hammer coming down of Thor. Kind of strong. All right. Let's see what I get. Go with 2 sprays. All right. Yep. The opening is very, very, very fresh. Very, very comes up. Very likable. Very beautiful sort of opening. You get that fresh, bright orange, mandarin orange, that sort of feel. Little bit of lemon, I think bergamot. It smells like more like a lemon leaf. Like if you take out the leaf and you rub it on your skin. Yeah, that sort of a start. So aquatic, yeah, sort of it seeds somehow because many of the aquatics they have that sort of opening, like like if CK, I don't want to show you so many, like it has that opening like Nautica Voyage or like Aqua Amara, Aquamarine, that sort of a opening. And then it goes like it will give you the idea that it's going to go towards the green side of the things, like if the eco button on like Honda is written blue green, right? So it's going towards that. So it starts off fresh, very like a slightly spicy and stuff. If you can imagine like chili dipped in a, I would imagine chili dipped in lemon salt, lemon juice, authentic lemon juice, and then you keep the infuse the chili inside the lemon juice for a while, and then you put it on the top note. Yeah, a little bit of that. So the pepper is there. I get the pepper, and then comes that basil, then as well as the coriander. These are your top note, right? Slowly, it's already starting. So basically, the fragrance is not that long lived. One of the low size of this fragrance, right away I'm telling you, I'm gonna give this longevity and projection pretty bad. Like this is more like an indoor scent, I feel. If you go with this in the days of summer in hotter countries, such a beautiful fragrance. But then the backbone with patchouli, notes of patchouli and all that, also the jasmine, musk, fir raisin, you would imagine this is like a beast mode longevity. I don't get it. I tried this in UK. It was winter going on, right? I didn't get performance out of this. Such a beautiful fragrance, but it smells really nice. I'm telling you, this has that barbershop feel. It has like, you know, light version of barbershop, bit old school feel, and then bit of those Burberry's, bit powdery kind of scent, but not so much powder. It's like instead of the powder of Burberry, you get a little bit of more that herbal notes. It's like you're cooking with those herbs and stuff, like, and that lavender. The florals are there. There are a lot of florals in this. You get that lavender, but not in a very cloying way. It's not very choking. That sort of lavender, not heavy. I have to reapply. Sorry, it's just leaving my skin. I love the top note of this. All right, there you go. Yeah, the top note, very first sniff, you get alcohol a little bit. Yeah, then the alcohol goes away. Then you get again the lemony sort of green, as well as peppery. That sort of opening. Yeah, very likable opening. But the dry down goes a little bit meh. Like if you are familiar with many green fragrances, like with pepper and stuff, it goes towards that direction. I think the price around for this is quite on the higher side. In Malaysia, I saw the prices around 100 plus dollars for this size of the bottle, and I think about 80 to 90 dollars for the smaller bottle. So try it on your skin before buying. If you're looking for good summer fragrances, I think there are better ones out there than this. But this one is a bit different because it gives you those other tender notes of this, well, this weird notes that I mentioned. I'm not gonna go into those notes. I think you guys give it a, just try those other notes I mentioned. You guys can just Google it, alright? So I think, yeah, like, what else do I get from this? Yeah, a little bit of floral on the opening with those, the herbal notes and stuff, and the dry down bit lavender, and gets a little bit like, I don't know, it's the bottle, that the way it looks like water and some sort of like old flask, and then you'd imagine like seaside vibe, little bit, just a bit. Maybe the seaside vibe where they're growing herbs. Yeah, it's like, imagine the spice farmers, right? They're growing spices by the seaside. Yeah, not heavy, not long lasting. For longevity, as I told you, I think, I don't know, let's give it 4. Longevity projection 5. All right. The compliment wise, I think this one is middle of the road. I'm not quite sure if all ladies gonna love this, but yeah, it's kind of manly. So ladies who love manly scents, I told you this is for a bit older crowd, 25 and up, right? Those manly men. There's nothing playful about this. There's a little bit sweetness, very touch of sweetness, but it's more like you can smell the greens coming up. Like, yeah, it's a green fragrance, but not very boring or very sort of like, how to say, annoying sort of green. It's kind of interesting. It feels like light green. That sort of feel from it. Okay, so for compliments, it's middle of the road. If your lady loves manly scents and she's like fond of your aftershave and whatnot, after you put your aftershave balm, all those alcoholic, aftershaves, and she likes that allspice kind of a fragrance, or she likes the fragrance from Burberry, House of Burberry. Yeah. Uh, what else do I get from this? I wore this, as I told you, in UK few times. I went out, the colder days, nights didn't work, right? So for summer days it works, but it doesn't. It has that lacking of in performance. So that is kind of a letdown. All right. So kind of nice. Opening is very nice. The try down is just all right. So overall mark, I'm gonna give this for the presentation. It gets that 1 additional mark. Otherwise, it's gonna get 5. So I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. All right. So yeah, if you guys really like, if you want something not that strong, or like very sort of beast mode kind of fragrance, or looking for something summer in indoor, you're just gonna be like reading some books, you're gonna be on hammock and stuff, you're just gonna be like swinging, relaxing on a breezy summer day by the beach. Yeah, I see this happening. Casual dress, you're wearing your something like loose t-shirts, or some sort of like, I don't know. I see hippies wearing this. If you're a hippie, hipster hippies, I see them wearing this. They're a bit bohemian and stuff. They're a bit more on the modern side, library, that sort of feel. It feels like that. It's modern, it's urban. Like if you look at from the artistic point of view of a fragrance, yeah, that's sort of modern. It gives you that modern feel. It's a modern man. I can imagine like wooden steps and stuff. The library, everything is built from wood, that sort of thing, like a stable. Yeah. Yeah, one thing though, the ad for this, there was this guy they put. I didn't like that model at all. I mean, like that guy looks creepy as hell. Uh, come on guys, get a better model. I mean, like, it's just maybe my perception or something. The guy, you shouldn't put a guy like that. He looks like he lacks blood in his body or something. All right, he's like so thin, like he's like, oh god, damn, not again one of the John Varvatos, like ads and stuff. Like, do something more, like energetic or something. That's just one thing I didn't like, just my perception also. So there you go, John Varvatos, Artisan Aqua for you, my review. If you guys just like don't mind the performance and stuff, you guys can take a look. It's a bit different than your typical summer aquatics. All right, there you go. So maybe I'll be reviewing one more fragrance later part today. So I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know if you own this, have you ever tried it, or any other fragrance from this house. What was your experience? Which one do you think is the best from this house? All right, so I'll see you. Take care. Bye bye.